Alright, so how do you actually start an e-commerce business? Well, you could do one of two things. You could actually start with developing a product or doing some sort of private label deal, or you can start with the dropshipping store. I recommend starting with the dropshipping store because that will allow you to get your feet into the water and you can get a feel for what the e-commerce space looks like. So how do you actually start a dropshipping store? Well, first, you need your Shopify account and build your store on Shopify. No questions asked, you need to be doing this. And use some of the apps that they use. There's multiple free apps that you can use to build a successful e-commerce and dropshipping store using Shopify. You just have to know where to look. Alright, you guys, before we get started today, I just want to thank One Click Ecom for actually sponsoring this video and allowing me to test out their product and tell you my actual thoughts and feelings on building a product with their app on Shopify. Alright, so let's get into it. So starting an e-commerce store from scratch using the apps on Shopify. So there are plenty of apps that you can use to build your store on Shopify, like I've said. So I actually came across this one called the One Click Ecom, and after playing with it for a while, I think that this is an app that you can use and is actually something that you should start taking advantage of if you were just barely starting out with dropshipping. Alright, so basically the app works by allowing you to go in and build your store, build the store however you want it to look, you do all that. And then One Click Ecom has a database of products that have already been tested and products that are already quote unquote winning products. So I mean, that's a win, obviously.
Winning.
So you go in and you can be able to choose your products that you want to import to your store. And then also it will automatically help you create a Facebook campaign by doing so. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hop into the app a little bit and I'm just going to show you some things. So first off, go to One Click Ecom, download that and install that into your Shopify store. Okay, so I'm going to go in here to the app. I'm going to show you exactly how to use it, how to set it up, and like the perks and like how it can actually be successful and how you can actually use it to build a Shopify dropshipping store out of ease and like get started into the e-commerce business. Especially like I don't recommend doing dropshipping for the long term, but like doing dropshipping to get into it, to learn, or to do your product knowledge and your product tests. That's always a super good thing, and also just to get in and start building a good customer base and then actually taking that product line and building a brand around that product is something that I huge recommend and that I always tell you to do. And it's what I've done and it's what's worked in the past for me. These are my sales numbers right, let's do it on this side. These are my sales numbers right here as of today. And yeah, so let's get into it, okay? So I need to put on the trusty spectacles, because your boy can't see without them, okay? Alright, so we're going to go in here to these Shopify apps that I have on this store. I'm using this store right here, this dummy store, Gansky 2, just to show you around the app. And then I'm going to actually build a store and I will do a follow-up of what my results and what it was like actually using this app and if I was successful. So here we go into it. So the app once again is called One Click Ecom. I linked it down in the bio so that you can go and snag this app if you would like. And so the first thing that you're going to see here is you're going to see your product catalog. It's going to show you a list of items on the catalog that you can use for your store, products that you can sell. These products have already been tested and are already winning products in everybody's book. So, I mean, as you can see, there's 25 different pages here. I like to look through them and you can see your potential profits. Okay, so this one right here, an orthopedic dog bed, has a $130 potential profit. That's great. Also, I recommend building in profit into your product, because then you can run sales and promotions without super cutting into your bottom line. And because I like to do coupon codes, over like email blasts or text blasts on the holidays. But like if you're always giving out coupon codes and like you have a coupon code out there, but your profit is like you're just selling for cost, then why do it? But then people don't buy unless you actually have a discount code. So build a good profit into your business, please. Also, the more profit that you have, the better deal that it's going to allow you to Facebook advertise. Because if you're only getting double what you got, what you paid for it, your cost of your product, your COGS, then you are not going to be able to have a good enough budget to test and build a Facebook advertising campaign. It just doesn't work that way. All Facebook campaigns are not winning campaigns right off the bat. I'll have that be known. So let's get into it. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go in and I want to use this product. I want to build a store around an orthopedic dog bed memory foam. But first, I'm going to look at my details. I'm going to show you a couple cool things that one-click ecom allows us to do. So instantly I can add it to my store. Let's just do that before I forget. It's going to allow me, let's do it on the home page, because I'm going to build a store around this orthopedic dog bed that is basically just for this dog bed. We're going to brand it, we're going to come up with a logo, and we're going to build our store centered around this dog bed. Oh,
6.5 hours later.
Okay, so we have added the orthopedic premium winter phone memory. Okay, so as you can see, we have a good here. You can't see my finger moving. So as you can see, we can move and we can put this product into our store. It has a great description. I'll probably get rid of the emojis just because. But a good description will also help you build an SEO and put keywords in there for your store to be picked up by Google. You want your store to be picked up by Google. SEO is the best way to get free traffic to your store. Google, you don't build a store and automatically Google is like, oh, come here, focus on me. Google does not automatically say, oh, look at this new store, let's start sending them some traffic. No, Google does not work that way. So, going in, you need a good description, you need a good metadata, and you need to put alternative alt text on your images that you have on your store. Alright, so what you can see here does not only one-click ecom allow us to pick winning products from our store, but it will also allow us to boom, build instant Facebook ads. How much time does that save us? Especially when we're testing new products and we're trying to see if this product is going to work for us. Having a winning product A and then having a Facebook ad set that is already built out for you in video format is so super cool. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You can see this is your ad preview. Obviously, you can change your ad copy if you want to at the top. Already has our ad creative. We can edit our ad copy, and it'll have our store name, which will be dogpets.com. Don't forget your branded domain, because otherwise you look really sketchy if you don't have a branded domain. So, going in, as you can see, we have our product images here. Wow, multiple angles. Love that. What is this one I see? A nice white background right there. Love that, because then you can take the background off and you can kind of do some Photoshop editing and you can build a nice store using these product images. One thing I've done with my branded stores and my brand currently is we're trying to turn all the images of the product into CGI images. CGI is a new way to go. I'll do a video on that later, but it's like $20 to have somebody build a CGI image of this product, and then we can drag and drop it. So if you're doing this on my dropshipping stores, then what I highly recommend is having somebody on deck that can build this. and do a CGI image of anything you need. But this white background will work great because we can use it in our store. This beautiful already edited great image. Has great video, basically anything you need. So, alright, so these are my thoughts on the one-click ecom app. I think it is a great idea, and I think it's super useful because it cuts out a lot of the guesswork, and especially when you first start into e-commerce and you first are starting into dropshipping, like you don't even know where to start. So being able to go in and have an app that literally has products that are already going to sell, and then on top of that already has Facebook ad copy and Facebook creative, and it also has videos and product images, like literally this is the one and only bundle. Now, I'm not going to say that you're going to go in here and you're going to pick your items, your products, and they're going to, boom, you're going to take off tomorrow. No, you're still going to have to put some legwork in, and you still have to make sure that you might have to edit the targeting on the Facebook ad campaign. I always recommend doing a full broad campaign starting out, no matter what you do, but you have the creatives here. That's one in itself. You have the products here, one in itself. So don't just think that going in and this is going to automatically take off for you. No, this is your literal first step though. Without this, this cuts out hours and hours and hours of legwork. Literally, all you have to do is build your storefront. Boom. Next, fill up your products, your store with these products. Boom. Winning products. And then next, all you literally have to do is make sure that your Facebook ad campaigns are winning. And you'll have to edit them, do some dark copies of your creatives, but at the end of the day, it's going to come down to how you run your Facebook campaigns. But that's with any business. But honestly, I think that if you're going to get into e-commerce, you need to start with one-click ecom. I think that this, at least even think about it. The $20 or whatever you're going to spend on the app is going to save you so much in time. How much is your time worth, right? You could spend 5 days building this and lose 5 days on sales and building it without this app, or spend $20 up front and start making sales the next day. You just have to think of it in a business and a logistical, logical aspect. So, final thoughts on one-click ecom. Definitely great starting point. And if you're a new beginner, you need to start using it now. Now, I don't recommend if you already have a dropshipping store and you're already getting into it and you already have a basis of your customers, I don't think that you need to go in here and start adding products out of one-click ecom. It's more for the beginners, but let's just think back. If this would have been here a couple years ago, I would have saved so much time and I would have had a leg forward. And I would have been a little further ahead than where I am today. So, if you're going to use an app to build your store, I highly recommend one-click ecom. Alright, with that being said, my name is Brandon Gansky. I am not a guru. I'm not going to sell you any courses. I'm not going to try to get you to buy my $2,000 course. That's crazy. But what I will do is I will share my knowledge. I've built multiple businesses over the course of 8 years. I started when I was 19 years old, and I currently run e-commerce businesses, which one of them has now done $1,040,000 in revenue. So, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Shoot me in the comments. Find me on social media. Let's keep this discussion going. Until next time, later.